Hi guys, I was doing a video on cancers, but I got into the Capricorn talk about us being kind of misunderstood. As a Capricorn female, I often feel very misunderstood, and this is big for me to even come here and say this, but I often feel very misunderstood because a lot of times when I say things, people think that I'm thinking on a lower level, and it can be bothersome because we as Capricorns, we think so broad. Like when we say things, it's more than likely we get it. Like we get the fact that it's like we get it. We're not just focused on the, for example, for me, when I hear people talking about racism and stuff like that, now I am very proud of my culture. I'm proud of who I've been placed here to be. I'm proud of being black. I'm proud of my culture. I'm proud of the culture, but I'm also proud of being human, and I'm also proud of being a part of this existence. I'm also proud of knowing my place in the universe, and it's also good for me to be proud of the fact of the gifts that I harness, not just as a black woman, but as a entity that is existing here in this world. So we as Capricorns, and I don't know if all Capricorns think like this, but this is definitely the level that I think on. I think in terms of frequency, I think in terms of vibe. Now it's going to sound kind of weird, but no, I'm not going to go there. But I'm just really I think broader. I think of different ways I can improve myself. I think of different ways of interacting with other people. I don't, like a lot of people say, well, Capricorns are stubborn and they are set in their ways. We are. Hi, I'm Tish. I'm a Capricorn and I'm set in my ways. I'm so set in my ways. However, I am not. Like, yes, up here, it can take some time for me to grasp. For example, my thought process on certain zodiac signs that I don't necessarily understand why they operate the way they operate, but I'm still very much accepting of who they are and their place in this world and trying to figure out how I fit in that. And if their beliefs and actions and how they'll affect me by being associated with them, especially when it comes to relationships. As far as and this is just a Capricorn female me perspective. This is a me perspective. So when I think about, okay, the signs that they say that we get along with and that we should be with, I don't know. And I know they say, okay, think about, the different elements in the chart for that person. Okay. So for example, I started looking at that stuff and I was like, okay, let me, they say that the Capricorns and Cancers were opposite ends of the spectrum. They say that we'll vibe well. Okay. There's no doubt in my mind I feel comfortable with the Cancer, but, they are very, they're not really forward. And I'm the type of person that I like pursuance, and I like for someone to pursue me. And a sign that has done that, or a couple of signs that have just been straightforward in my face, and that's what makes me attracted to these people, is that they were straightforward. They were like, hey, look, I'm interested. I'm not gonna stop. It's like, oh, look, okay, you got persistence. And even if it's not the person that is that I'm the most compatible with, I still feel drawn to that person. And then I'm like, okay, well, maybe there's something here. So for example, Geminis. I've been approached by Geminis, and it's like something with Geminis. I love Geminis. Geminis they do not get enough credit for being honest. And see, I like my space too. I love my space. I can deal with I can deal with the air sign. What I cannot deal with air signs though is, it's not that I cannot deal with it. It's more so along the lines of like wishy-washy, or I just don't really like cheating. Listen, in a relationship, I understand that there are, and see, that's one thing I like about a Cancer. Cancers, they like, look, y'all doing some stupid, and no. But I am one that is of a mindset that at this point in my life, I don't even know if I even want to be in a committed relationship like that, because I'm just not equipped for it. I don't want to be held down. I have goals, and I want the person that I am with to be able to understand that. And in air signs, I feel like they can understand that. I need my space. They need their space, and it's okay for us to have our space. Now, I am a very emotional person when it comes to a person that I'm intertwined with. But if we just have a fly-by-night relationship, I'm not going to just give into that situationship like that. Like, I mean, I always have love for everyone that I come in contact with, and I know that sounds contradictory, but it's the truth. I always have love, but I'll have a certain type of love that I'll give to you if I feel that you're not giving that kind of love to me, if that makes sense. Okay, so they say that Capricorns and Cancers are compatible because we're both from two the opposite ends of the zodiac. Then let me talk about Aquarius really quick. Okay, so I've never been in a relationship with it. Only person I've actually been in a real relationship with is a Gemini, and I was with the Gemini for a very, very long time. I love them. I love Geminis. Like, my nephew's a Gemini. Like, they are some of the sweetest people ever. And I have a little bit of Libra in my chart, and the person that I was with had Libra in his chart as well. And so we kind of met together on that justice kind of lovey, kind of wanting everybody to get along kind of deal. So that's how we kind of get. I got air in my chart, so that's probably why I do like air signs, because I do have some air in my chart. Now, I also have Taurus in my chart. But here's the deal. Okay, so I love the connection that Tauruses and I have. My brother's a Taurus, and I have a brother that's a Cancer too, and I have a brother that's a Taurus. And here's the skinny on that. I just don't. Tauruses can be extremely clingy and emotional. They're guarded, but they're also very emotional. Like, they love on a different level, and they expect you to love them through certain things that may not even be like, and let me say this, I love everybody, but it's just certain things that, okay, how to give you an example. Okay, so let's just say a Taurus has done something. They've treated somebody wrong. They have the tendency to forget about how they did a certain person, and then they want you to side with them. And so if you say, well, did you do this or that? They want you to take their side no matter what, period. Now, they ain't gonna take your side. They gonna want to tell you the whole truth, the whole shebang, but you ain't gonna be able to really tell them nothing. And so this one person I was talking to, this person was dead ass wrong. Excuse me for my cussing. Was just dead wrong. Was telling me about these homegirls. And then that's another thing in a relationship. No, just don't do it. I mean, they're very committed, and but as a Capricorn, I'm extremely loyal, and they can be loyal too. They're very loyal, but they can be flirts and cheats and play games. Like, they really, really can. And it's not that they're even, it's just their nature. It's not even that they're trying to do it. You know, you got to know that that's them, though. And I accept them for who they are, but I just can't really deal with it. But if let's just say they do something wrong, and then I see and I recognize that you did wrong, they try to manipulate situations, and I don't know. And it's not every Taurus, but this is just a couple that I've seen, and it's just not even cute. It's not cute. I'd rather somebody to be upfront, honest, and you know, yeah, that's what I would prefer. I've had them be upset with me about wanting to take some space, like just wanting to absorb my alone time. Like, I love my alone time. I need it because I give so much into the universe when I go out that I need to have like this time by myself. Like, I just need it. I need it, but they don't really understand that. They'll want to sit around and and you know, they can be loners too, but they can be depressive. They can be, it can be too much. It can just be too much, and they can be full of drama, and that's just not, I can't deal. I'm not gonna have nobody act no fool in the street. Like, I cannot do it. And I've had several instances where I've seen Tauruses be messy, and that's from people I love to friends and a situation I got myself into. All right. I've never dated an Aquarius before, but it's really, really weird. We kind of feel, let me say this. I love Aquariuses. Like, this is no lie. One of my good friends, she is amazing. I mean, we can catch eyes and know exactly what we're talking about. Like, intellectually, we there. Like, we there. I know she like her time. I like my time. Like, we're friends. We're really good friends. If I don't hear from her in about 2 years, we can meet back up, and it's no biggie. Like, it's no biggie. We like, yes, girl, yes. Like, she sent me something the other day, and it said, just know when we see each other, this is what it is. And it was like a meme of, and I kept thinking to myself, yes, the second we get in front of each other, it's going to be hugs. It's going to be like, yes. I love this girl too. I love her. And, you know, she's extremely funny, fun, but I know she likes her time, and so do I. So me thinking about that, like, I'm not a boss. I like letting people be who they authentically are. So I can't say that I'm a Capricorn that tries to control people. I don't try to control people in general. What I do like to have control over is myself and my environment, though. I will say I can attest to that. I do like to have control, and this is just Ramples. I do like to have control over myself, and I like to have control over my environment. Now, if you come into my environment, I am not going to make you feel uncomfortable one way or the other. If you're doing something, if you chilling, you're chilling. Now, I've watched somebody that said, you know, just don't disrupt the Capricorn's mood, vibe, blah, 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 blah. You know, I don't know about everybody else, but I'm vibing on my own level. Like, I don't care about you coming over here and kicking your feet up. Now, if you just got dirt everywhere, whatever. And you know, if you comfortable, you comfortable. I'm not going to disrupt I'm not going to disrupt your flow of energy. Like, I'm not gonna do it. Like, if you comfortable, you lay down, you've been smoking cigarettes. Now, I don't smoke, but if that's what you do, that's what you do. I'm not here to judge you. I want you to be exactly who you are. Like, please, by all means, be who you are. Not judging you. I do like nice things, but I don't necessarily, those are just things. I don't need to have those things in order to exist. That's one thing that a lot of people say, oh, Capricorns, you know, they like lavish, blah, 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 lavish. We like nice things that are going to last. So if we're going to get something, we're going to make sure that we get something that's going to last us a long time. So if we do decide to invest in something that is extremely expensive, you better believe that it's going to be timeless, and we'll probably be wearing it from the time we turn 3 years old until the time we turn 300. So just know that if we're getting something, we're getting it to last us a lifetime. So if it costs us $300, it's going to last us $300 worth. So we're not like a frivolous type person where we get something and we keep getting and we just want this and we want power, prestige. We do like, not necessarily power and prestige, but we do hold ourselves to a standard that we want to climb, and we want to help others, and we want that. We're weird, but I mean, that's not what makes us weird. What makes us weird is, that might be some of what makes us weird, but what makes us a weirdo is that we don't know how to separate ourselves from the business aspect, because we really want to have, like, we would rather die than to not have. Like, we always think we're not gonna have. Like, we're working, even though we're working to have for tomorrow. We're working to have for next week. We're working to have in the future. We're working to secure the bag for the future. Like, we're not thinking in terms of today and living paycheck to paycheck. We're thinking about how we can live now, next year after year, at the next universe. Like, we practically thinking about how we're gonna reincarnate and come back and still have the same level of success or money. And success is only measured in, there's successes in the eye of the beholder too, it's not really based on money, financial status, or anything like that, in my opinion. So let's just, there. So, Capricorn, more Capricorn rambles. Shuckets. I done went all over the place. Okay, and so, what is something else? As a Capricorn female, we don't like to, I don't know about you guys, but I know I don't like to be put in a box. I don't like to be boxed in, squared in, and I'm a Capricorn. I'm proud of being a Capricorn, point blank, period. But I don't like to be placed in one particular Capricorn category, because I feel like I can be relatable to everybody. Like, if we're constantly evaluating and reevaluating ourselves and how we interact with other people and trying to give other people chances and stuff like that, we already overanalyze, and, hey, let me just say this. This zodiac chart, like, I really, really want to see, like, I would like to date every sign in the zodiac. Let me talk about Capricorn men and how I feel about Capricorn men and the Capricorn men that have approached me. I honestly feel like Capricorn men are creepy. There's no way in the hell that I feel like I could date a Capricorn man. It's so crazy. I feel like we're more so brother and sister than we would be. I mean, it could definitely work, but it just feels so creepy. All of the Capricorn men that I've come in contact with, and I'm a sexual person, but these guys are like on another level of sexual. It's more sensual. It's more slow. It's more, you're just, Mona Lisa. It's like, and that's beautiful, and they want you to lean on them so they can take care of you. And of course, as a Capricorn woman, I'm very independent, and I feel like I can take care of myself. We would definitely have shouting matches. Me and one of my good friends, we are so good. We are such good friends. Like, I consider him my brother. Like, no lie. We can go toe to toe with conversation and talking. Da, 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 da. We have the utmost respect for one another, and that's what I see in a Capricorn man. In terms of dating and me, I feel like we are just too similar. Like I feel like I'm like more. Like, I don't know. I can't say masculine. Yeah, I guess it is masculine. I feel more masculine. Not that I'm like a man or anything like that, but I feel like I can take care of myself. And so I'm not looking for you to take care of me. All I want is for us to meet in the middle and have a sense of, I know that you're doing what you have to do. Let's build an empire. Let's build together. Like, I don't want to be barefoot and pregnant and sitting at the house. I will be pregnant. Like, I don't mind. I want to get pregnant. Like, I want kids. But that's not what I want to do with the rest of my life. I don't want to be sitting around waiting to have your kid and then just laying around the house and trying to figure out what my next moves are, or like being dependent or codependent. I don't want that. That's not the kind of relationship that I want. Which is why I would like to give an Aquarius a try. We are both very opinionated. I'm going to be honest. This is just how I'm feeling. I would like to try dating an Aquarius. We're both very opinionated. We're both very weird. The same things that we have in common are the same things that we respect about one another. I feel like there's this awkwardness in the beginning because an Aquarius is, and they'll probably be wishy-washy. No, that ain't me. Well, some Aquariuses are like this. They like to put on like they exploit like an intimidation factor. Like that's what that's who they are. Like, hey, I'm gonna intimidate you before you intimidate me, and they are the biggest person in the room. But what attracts me to them is their intellect. And even if the intellect is only for us to be friends, like, I want that. Like, I'm constantly thinking, like, how in the world can I be more intellectual? Not thinking of ways to do it, but more so like elevating and meeting people that are elevated and on that level. And there are many people, like, I love Libras. Smart, just like, I love that, but they sometimes can limit themselves. I want somebody who's limitless, and I know that an Aquarius is limitless, and I love to learn. Now, I know I don't want to be so unmovable that I cannot relate to that. Now, I do know that Aquariuses can cheat. That just means, for me, I'm not a cheater. I'm a very faithful, loyal person. To me, I've been in a relationship where the cheating was at an all-time high. But here's my thing. I'm not so much messed up in the fact that you're cheating physically than I am about the fact that you're an emotional cheater. Now, I think that's where the fence would meet the grass with myself and an Aquarius, is that you might not be attached, but the people that are getting attached to you are the ones that are not going to know how to leave it alone. I'm not an insecure woman at all. I don't think that Capricorn women, they could be, just depending on what kind you get, but I'm not an insecure woman. That's not me. I'm not an insecure woman. That's just not my MO. And again, I don't know, it could be a Capricorn thing, but yeah. So I think what I'm gonna do is a dating series, and I can tell you guys what it was like when I dated certain people, and I think that's what I want to do. Yeah, I'm gonna do a dating series, and I'm gonna start tonight. Anyway, but I would love to date an Aquarius man if he would stop. Well, he's not gonna stop. An Aquarius man is never going to stop running because he always thinks that there's something else out there, which is perfectly fine, because I always do the same thing. I'm like, am I an Aquarius cusp? Because I always feel like I don't want to settle anymore. Like, I've done that. I have settled before. So I feel like I've taken on a trait of kind of like loosey-goosey. Like, everybody wants love. I want love, but I don't want the commitment of it right now. Like, that's not what I'm looking for. Like, I'm not looking for the commitment type right now. Like, I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for let's just hang and see where things go. I'm looking to just chill. I'm looking to have a friend. I am looking for friends. Okay? I'm not looking for friends with benefits. I'm just looking for a doggone friend. If we want to cuddle, I want to be able to do that. If you call me and say, hey, look, let's go somewhere. Okay, let's go. Let's go kick it. Like, if you choose to go, and I don't know how I'm going to feel saying this, but if you choose to go, if we go somewhere and I see you and you with somebody else, here's what the deal is going to be. Because once I see that you're interested in someone else and I know I don't do competition at all, you could just have that. Y'all can have each other. It is what it is. I'm not. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to do a dating series. And thanks for listening. It's been 25 minutes and I've been rambling. Talk to you soon. Pieces.